Hello and welcome to a Fire Druid build. This build is gonna be pretty long to explain because I have quite some details on it. Now, first of all, I need to say that this build is not really what can you say, one of the 5 or 10 great builds. This is kind of an optional build, a build I made for fun. It's not really great in any way, but it's just another build to complete and see how far I can get with it. Now, first I will go over the stats. I have just enough strength to wear my Phoenix shield, or you could also go with another monarch like Spirit. I don't go for any blocks or no dexterity. I go max vitality. Now, if I had a better enigma on this one, like a mage plate, I could have gotten like 10 more vitality. That's something to consider. So go for mage plate, enigma, and then I don't put anything into energy. Now I'm wearing Elder's boots, so I max my fire resistance, but the other resistance are pretty low. You could also take sandstorms and get max poison resistance instead. That's up to you, but I prefer the fire. Now I have very low defense in this. You're just gonna be hit a lot, but you have so much life and you have all these meat shields, so you don't really die easily. Now my buffed life is about 3.5k. If you had better skillers, maybe better gear than me, you could get as much as uh, 4,000 life, but that requires a lot of wealth, and I don't really have that. Now fissure damage, I could push it maybe slightly higher, but this is the max it can be pretty much. Volcano also pretty high, but I use mainly Volcano to deal with fire immunes, and then Fissure for anything else. I also use Molten Boulder rarely, and then I also have Firestorm on my left button, or left hotkey even. Firestorm is not really good, even if it does a lot of damage, as you can see in the display. It's basically just kind of a fun spell that you can use in between the others. Or maybe if there's like one mob left and you're standing in front of it, kind of face tanking it. Okay, that was the stats, so let's go over the skills. I maxed Firestorm, I maxed Molten Boulder, I maxed Fissure, which is your main ability, and then Volcano, which is your second main ability. This one is also good to kill fire immunes. Now you could go with Armageddon. I have done that before in this build. I just don't feel like it's worth using in PVM. If you were only doing PvP with this build, I would go for Armageddon always. But for just versus the AE, I don't want to use all the points in getting the pre-quests and then having to trying to get some leftover points in Armageddon. Doesn't seem worth it. Now, one thing I want to add about Armageddon and then Hurricane. The two spells together, you can have both up, but it's kinda annoying to keep both spells up, but it looks very cool. So if you want a cool looking character, Hurricane and Armageddon together, both running, that is very nice looking. But it sucks to keep them up, because when, say, you're using Armageddon, after you use Armageddon, you have to wait like 12 seconds before you can cast another spell, so that's a bit unfortunate. Also, you could go with a build that includes Cyclone Armor, but don't go all the way down to Armageddon. Some people do that. I don't like Cyclone Armor when it's kind of weak, so I just pass on it. Nothing in Shapeshift, nothing at all, don't consider it. Summoning, there's really only one way. You ignore all the wolves, and then you max Grizzly, and then 1 point into Oak Sage. Now, some people don't want to max or even get summons. You can do that, and if you do that, then you can get more points into Armageddon or Cyclone Armor. I like to get Grizzly because it's actually an insane good meat shield. Now, as you can see, the damage is like 2k and the life is above 3k, so this dude doesn't die. My bear is probably even more powerful than my merc, and he's also wearing some decent gear, so that kind of says it all. Really consider get this one. It's also good to help on fire immunes, and I just love it. It's very worth to max this. So the Grizzly is the spell I will put all my remaining points into once if I level to say level 99. I won't, but you could do that. I'm only 85, so I have a long way to go. And that's the build. Now I will go over the skills. Now, you could go with maybe triangle gloves, but I go with Mage Feast. I have them upgraded. That's okay for more defense. Mage Feast, you basically just get for some faster cast rate, so you can teleport faster and then get some mana regen. Now, one point I want to make about faster cast rate in this build: all your abilities. You know what? I'll just go show it now. Going to cold planes. Now, as you can see, I used fissure there, and it turned red. And now I'm using volcano, and it turned red. When it turns red, I can't use another spell, so I have to wait in between the spells. So faster cast rate does nothing to my damage or anything like that. So basically, faster cast rate is only good for teleporting, and I don't teleport fast on this character, so my Merc is actually using the cold aura to freeze mobs when I'm teleporting around. Cause say if I had 105 faster cast rate to reach a good breakpoint, which I do on many of my builds, say on a sorceress, I wouldn't need to use cold aura on my Merc, but I do on this one to do a safe teleport, else I get killed easily when I'm teleporting, at least versus black souls and faster hitting mobs. Now just two Stone of Jordans. I don't even know if you could consider a rare ring. You probably could, but those rare rings would have to be insanely good, and I don't have the wealth for getting those kinds of rings. And a rack belt. You could get more defense on this one than mine, but it doesn't really matter. Elder's boots. You could also go with some rare boots, but they cost a lot, or you could go with Sandstorm Treks. Now, one thing I want to add with the Elder's boots, the last stat it has, 10% damage taken goes to mana. That's a bit annoying. Together with let me just see. I believe another piece also has the same thing. Perhaps not. Anyways, the 10% damage taken goes to mana. That's a bit annoying having to deal with when you're getting hit as you're teleporting, because then all your mana just go poof instantly. It can happen, and that kills you. So that's just another thing to worry about when using Elder's Boots. Now I'm using Herd of Oak. I see people using other rune words to get more minus fire resist and stuff like that, but I just like Herd of Oak. You can experiment with weapon slots, but overall I would say Herd of Oak is the safest and best choice. Also to get resistance, cause if I don't have Herd of Oak on, I'm almost in minus resist. Now you could get a better Enigma than mine, get a Mage Plate so you can get more vitality. I'm using a Phoenix Shield. Now the Phoenix Shield can also, you could also use Spirit Shield, but I like Phoenix Shield for more minus to enemy fire resistance. That helps. Plus the Redemption Aura is actually very useful. I didn't think about the aura much at first, but when I started using the shield, I really started to like this aura. Now the Ravenlord helmet. That one was hard to get. Actually, both the Phoenix Shield and the Ravenlord items were a bit hard to trade for. Not many people had them. So maybe you end up looking for it as well for a long time. Anyways, I believe I paid like 8 high runes for this one, and then maybe like 5 or 6 for the helm. And my helm is pretty decent stats. I miss 2 to enemy fire resistance, and then my resist is low on this one, so I'm quite happy with my Ravenlord helm. Now you could also go with a Shaku or maybe even a rare circle, but this one is the best helmet for Fire Druid because of the enemy fire resist. and then last just a Maurus to get resist. So just to recap, I have enemy fire resist from Phoenix and my Ravenlaw, and you could get even more to uh, fire resist on a weapon slot if you didn't use Herd of Oak. And then just some skillers. You can get life and deeds more than mine. I don't really have the wealth to get good skillers. You could also get faster hit recovery on the skillers, but yeah, I just go for life because you don't really get hit much on this character. And then you could get some life and resist small charms or just life charms, and then just torch and Anelios. Now for the Merc, you have to use Infinity. This one helps break some fire immunes. Not all immunes are broken, but you just have to kinda live with this character never being a good clear in say Chaos runs, cause what are they called? Pit lords and those really high dragon types. They don't get broken from their fire immunes. So I did a Chaos run personally, and it took like 7 minutes. Yeah, 7 minutes like that. So you can't run Chaos runs in this character at all. And I also struggled killing uh, the last wave of ads at the Bale's minions. They're also fire immune, so I get my ass handed to fire immune sadly. Even if I have tried getting affinity and to have two items help even more minus fire resist. And then I'm using a Gulliam's face and a Change of Honor. Now these two items, change them whatever you like. I don't really care for this. I just like this setup. I wanted to try and Change of Honor, and then I like to use Gulliam's face for kill blow, cause this one together with my Infinity makes this guy have a lot of kill blow, and I like having kill blow for boss and single target kills, so my Merc can help kill bosses. And that's basically it for the gear. I don't even know what to show. I mean, I could go. Yeah, I'll just go Frigate Highlands. Now get your bear up and your oak sage and your ravens, and then pre-buff them as well. And that's basically it, and you're ready to go. Now first I will show my teleport speed. As you can see, it's not really fast, but like it's not so slow that you can't do anything. You will get hit eventually, and you also need to carry mana potions when you're teleporting. Yeah, the teleporting on this character is okay, but it's nothing great. Now I will just kinda try to find a rare lead or something. Where are it? Well, actually, let's just take this pack here. It's kind of good. So fish on these guys, and yeah, that's also some of the issues with fish. It doesn't really always hit mobs on the ground when you're using it. It kind of bugs out somehow. But say if you're using Fisher now, boom, they just die so fast. But the problem with a Fire Druid in general is that if this character had to be considered a good build, the spells would have to have no cooldown on them. And only then it would be like okay, but nothing great compared to say a Lightning Sorceress or Yavason, or maybe even an yeah, maybe even a I don't know Hammer Paladin, or even a Wine Druid actually, because a Wine Druid is better. Uh, I have a Wine Druid in my builds as well. This is another character that I leveled just to try out fire, of course. But yeah, if I had to choose between builds, Wine Druid or fire, I would go with Wine, just cause it's better. But that's not to say that a Fire Druid can do something. I can see this being pretty fun to play. And also, if you're like me, who plays a lot of Diablo 2, and you want to try out new builds, and like you're stuck in the same old builds and you don't know what to kind of do by now, this is just another build to try and get gear for and all that shit. It's fun, it's just another thing to do. And yeah, I got a Shark Tooth Slayer there. My merc can kill that pretty fast as well. And I had a Templar coat. Could that be yeah, Guardian Angel? Huh. Oh, that's funny. Let's just see the stats. Nah, they're pretty good. Oh, I don't even think I looted that one more than once. Well, that was a fun highlight to the video. Anyways, just to recap, Fire Druid, optional build, not a good build, but it can be fun, and you should consider it. Now I have kind of shown what needs to be done to make the build good, and I hope you liked the video, and maybe you want to check out some of the other Diablo 2 builds I made, maybe even my Wine Druid. Anyways, thanks for watching, and goodbye.